Clemson Memorial Stadium. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, in the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
More statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the...
Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Clemson. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. We didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got his man in the middle. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Here's Darian Menton to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking. on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Here's Mensah to throw. Pulls it in. It's Lofton. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Throwing, Mensah. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, on that 3rd down, the running back did a great job. He set up the screen, caught the ball, turned around, located his blocks downfield so he knew exactly where to go to pick up the first.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They go right back to him. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8. Clemson is quick to the line. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Maybe a crease. Inside the 50. 30. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch you, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Compton. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Gonna take a shot. Pulls it in on the right. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Looking for space. It's Fletcher. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Snags it, and he's open. Spin, still running. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Canes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Mensah fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes one deep. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the left. And he is stopped short. The defense gets it done on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Making side adjustments here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Davidson. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the 1st down. Clemson jumps to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Oftentimes defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he just pumped that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Here comes the heat. Got his man on the right. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And here's the third interception of the night. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big... And look at it, they're right back on the football.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Rolling right and going deep. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro
goes high to pull it in. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 20. Inside the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Miami!
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to it.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Wesco's got it in the middle. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent. I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Wants to fire on second down. It's complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. He's got it on the run. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's at the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll run it. It's Fletcher. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he makes the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Here's Mensah to throw. Finds a man on the right. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. And the Canes have moved it inside the 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two...
The offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, 1st and goal with the 1. Touchdown! Trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Trying the left side. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To give to the back. He's past the 30. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Using his legs, it's Davidson. Spins away from the defender. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give to the right. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We get things going here with a look at Charlotte taking on the number 10 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the 49ers, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And this group is finally able to get into the win column after starting 0-3. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. The run inside. It's Haynes. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Clemson is quick to the line.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.